Hey guys, today I'm making a baked swordfish with tomato and a side of herb pesto potatoes. It's a complete meal, it's super easy, it's delicious, and it's healthy. So this entire recipe takes a little under an hour, probably like 45 minutes, if you have everything organized before you get started. The tomatoes are going to be baked first because they do take a little longer than the swordfish. I'm going to start off with the bread topping that's going to be baked on top of the tomato and then eventually put on top of the swordfish. So it's a few basic ingredients. We're starting off with some plain breadcrumbs. And I'm making enough, like I said, to go on top of the tomato and the swordfish. And then I'm going to add some grated Parmesan cheese. You could use locatelli, whichever you have on hand. And then to moisten it, we're going to add some olive oil. And then I'm going to add some pepper. So you want to start off with ripe tomatoes, but the tomatoes have to be firm. You don't want, because they're going to be baked, you don't want them to fall apart in the oven. So I'm going to cut the tomato in half. And before I top it with anything, I'm just going to salt it. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil, just so that it has something to cook in. I'm going to swish that around. Okay, so I boiled a few baby gold Yukon potatoes, and I'm going to make a pesto that I'm going to toss the potatoes in. So I'm starting off with some parsley. And I'm going to use a little bit of mint, just to give it a different flavor profile. I mean, you could use basil, you could use actually any herb that you like. And to that, I'm going to add a little salt, freshly ground black pepper, and olive oil. I'm also going to add a few splashes of vinegar. This just gives it a light, little lively, tangy taste, a little bit of acid. Okay, and then we're just going to toss all our potatoes in some of this. And I'm not going to use all of it, I'm just going to use some of it. So now we're going to prepare the swordfish. So this is a single serving that I'm doing today. Just add a little bit of olive oil on top of the steak, just to kind of moisten it. And then I'm going to top it with our bread topping. Just going to spread it out more. So before I put the swordfish in, I'm just going to create the sauce in the bottom of the pan. Adding a little white wine. I'm going to add a few capers. This is going to give it a lot of flavor. And a little more olive oil. And then I'm going to add a few leaves of parsley. And then I'm going to mix that together in the same pan. So the tomatoes were in for about 30 minutes, and this is going to probably take 25 minutes. Okay, so I took the swordfish out. Look how beautifully cooked and how crispy the top of it is. Both the tomatoes and the swordfish. This is going to be so delicious. Which is perfectly cooked. And my tomatoes. Now I'm going to add the potatoes. Like I said, guys, this is a complete meal. Then I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of butter into, just to give it a little richness. Put a little bit of the pan sauce with the capers, but I'm not going to put it on top of the fish because I want to keep the top crispy. So I'm just going to put it on the side. And there you have it. Swordfish with tomato and herb pesto potatoes. And it's perfect to serve with some white wine. I have some Pinot Grigio here. It's crispy, and it's delicious, and it's light. Let's try the tomato. Tomato is perfect. It's a little on the sweet side with the crunchy top. And then of course the potatoes, that little bit of mint really adds a freshness. You're really going to want to give this recipe a try. Cheers.